I love coming to work because even though Gabby isn't here, she still leaves behind little Gabbyisms for me to find. It's like an Easter egg hunt. This one isn't like hard to find, but look how cute this is. Isn't she like the sweetest thing ever? I love her so much. Leaving positivity for all to find. She also left this one on Saturday. I'll just read it to you because it's just a little note that she left. It says, morning inspo. Love is never any better than the lover, from Toni Morrison. And then also remember, the collective love our world needs to heal starts with us. We are the lovers. Be a lover. Thanks, Gabs. I've become deeply obsessed with eating cereal dry with no milk. I'm basically a small child in life. So good though. I think I found Brian a Valentine's Day gift. We're going to see Bon Jovi tomorrow for Valentine's Day, but just something little. I like this shirt. What do you guys think? It's got sharks on it. My boyfriend loves sharks. Or doesn't. Like, he doesn't want to be bit by one, but like he doesn't mind them, you know? I'm gonna get it for him, I think. For my fiance. I've decided, this is a good time to talk about this. I have decided that the term fiance is annoying AF. Why do we have to call someone fiance? Have I talked about this before? It's really starting to bother me. Like, and then I'll say boyfriend and people are like, don't you mean your fiance? And I'm like, you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna start calling him my husband because I think it's really annoying to have a term that is like such a short-lived term. Julia's fiance wants to call her his betrothed, and that might be a good idea. This is Julia. You guys know her from cheer. She got engaged too, and her fiance's like, well, I like betrothed better, and I don't like any of them. I'm just gonna start calling him my husband. I'm gonna be like, my hubs. So since Gabby's been leaving all these little quotes around, I found one for her. It's a Roald Dahl quote about not being lukewarm. Being lukewarm sounds terrible. Just reminds me of bad leftover food, which nobody wants, so why would you want a lukewarm life, you know? Embrace your passions, live for them. All right, we're out. Goodbye, work. See you on Thursday, I think. Thursday is when I'm here next. Time to go look for some frames. I'm trying to make a gallery wall, so I'm gonna go see if I can find some frames to use for all my new prints. Should be a fun little shopping excursion we can do this afternoon. I just got home and I did some cleaning on the house real quick, and I figured this would be a good chance to kind of give you guys a new little house tour. I'll show you, I'm painting the inside of the house a whole new color. You can see back here on this wall that it's kind of like a mint green right now, like this teal color, and I feel like I just want a little bit of like a more neutral change. So I'm putting a really light gray on the walls and kind of getting rid of the mint, and then also repainting all of the borders and all of the floorboards with a stark white so they look nice and clean and new and pretty. It's just kind of crazy how life sends you things sometimes and it gives you all this inspiration for all these other things you want to do. So what happened is that Desenio, which is a print company from Sweden, I believe, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to feature some of their prints in my home and in a vlog. And obviously I looked at them and I was like, oh my gosh, these are beautiful. And I got all of this like inspiration for my life. So I went and got new paint, and I got all these things in my mind and all these new things that I want to do. So I thought I'll show you the prints. Some of them I have frames for that I found, but the other ones I'm still kind of acquiring frames for them. I'm aware that frames are available at IKEA right now if I wanted to. But the thing is, they're all black and white and they're very boring. And the thing is, I'm just like not big on matching. Like, that's not really my thing. I don't really have anything in my life that matches. Like my socks, maybe. Oh my gosh, come here. Here. My socks always match, which I found isn't a normal thing with people because it's annoying to like pair them. I get that. Other than that though, nothing else in my life is like matchy-matchy. That's like not my jam. So I've been spending a lot of time going around to local thrift shops, estate sales, things like that, and kind of looking for pieces, especially frames now that might have like some old like busted ass like art in it that isn't, or like old prints from the 80s that like aren't so great, and kind of repurposing it. But I figured I would like show you the prints and then kind of give you my idea of where they're gonna go in the house, and then I'll show you the final product once I paint and everything. But it's just amazing how you can see like one print or a piece of art or like one little thing comes into your life and it like spurs this whole like creative outburst of awesome fun. At least that's what's happening for me. So here's some of the prints. Let me show you real quick. The first print is, I think, my favorite. It's 70 by 100 centimeters. I know it in centimeters because Sweden. But so this is the biggest one that they make and is gonna be like a huge statement piece in my house. So I'm thinking this first piece, which is kind of the wave seafoamy situation. This one is gonna go in the kitchen. It's gonna go right here where the chalkboard wall is now. Chalkboard wall, it was a cool idea. It's really cool. Unfortunately, like you can kind of see it now, it's just gotten like grimy over the years with age. They just don't hold up very well. This will be just the normal color, the light gray. The seafoam will go on there. It'll be a nice big kind of statement piece for when we're sitting here eating, and I'll look at it. And then as far as the kitchen goes, I'm working on taking this wallpaper down, and then I'll have like, I don't know, basically a whole new kitchen from when I moved in. I don't know if you guys remember when we first moved in years ago, the cupboards were actually a teal color. They were like a dark teal, and it just made it really dark in here. So when we switched it up kind of to the ivory cabinets, it really brightened up the room. So I'm hoping like getting rid of the rest of the darkness in the room will really, really help it out. Next up, I got these 4 prints all together to kind of go onto one wall in the back hallway here. I'll show you in just a second, but this is kind of what I have in mind for back there. So the big piece here is the palms. It's one of the big, huge ones. And then I got a little bit of color in the succulent and this black and white feather and then the and sign, and just like mixing it up with a bunch of other things that I've been collecting over time. And all of that situation is gonna go on this wall, and this will be like my big gallery wall in my house. Right now it's just like the blank wall where you walk into my bedroom or go left to the bathroom, and it's just empty. There used to be like a big mirror here that was Courtney's, and there's like the utility box and like a light switch, and then the bathroom, and then another room back there, which used to be Courtney's room or Mark's room, I guess, if you think way back. But this is one of my favorite spots in the house, and I know that's really weird because you're like, why is that, Lindsay? And I'll show you, because there's this little like nook that I'm just obsessed with. I don't know why. I go to it every day. It has all like my favorite perfumes in it that I use and wear frequently. And then I just like put a picture of Brian and I there. And it's like one of those places where like people don't have that normally in their house, like a nook. I don't know, and it's in a hallway. And then there's 2 more prints left. This first one I'm definitely gonna put in my bedroom. This one's 50 by 70 centimeters, so it's still pretty big, but still a little bit smaller than the huge prints. And I've always loved this quote, or different versions of this quote that I've seen. The feelings are much like waves. We can't stop them from coming, but we can choose which one to surf. And I think that's a great thing to wake up every day and see, just to remind you that like you choose how to feel about your day. So I've kind of, as you can see, I've like filled in the holes already for where I'm gonna paint, but then I'll have another gallery wall in here. So it will kind of just recreate this whole space. Like I'll be laying in bed and I'll look up and it'll be like, beauty, quotes, live your best life. And then last but not least, I have one more. It's a Marc Jacobs quote. This is the 30 by 40 centimeter size, and it says, let's do what we love and do a lot of it. And that one I'm gonna put back here in my office. I've been trying to improve my office situation for the last month or so, just get it nice and organized. I've created some bulletin board space so that I can have some inspo. I've got all my cheerleading stuff together here from the season. So I'll probably have like a little cheer wall somewhere. King. What are you barking at? And then I think the Marc Jacobs will go back here with some other stuff up on the wall, maybe some cheer stuff, I don't know. And then I'm finally in my office, I'm hanging my degree. It's gonna go right here. And then below that, my cousin, he was my best friend, and he passed away in 2010, and I love him to death, and I'm gonna cry because I'm saying this right now. But I still have his degree from Florida State. And I love him so much, and I feel like hanging it will make me feel just that much closer to him every day. So we're hanging our degrees together. I'm gonna put mine and then his. Sorry. It's just gonna make me so happy to feel close to him because it's just been so hard. He's been gone now for a long time and I love him so much. Okay, I'm gonna take a minute and get my cool together and we're gonna finish this house tour because I have other exciting news and I'm crying. Give me a minute. This all would have never happened unless Desenio had reached out, so make sure you guys go check them out. If you loved any of the prints, they have so many more. I wish I could just have all of them and put them all over my house because they're so beautiful. Plus, if you love any of them, I have a discount code. It's LindseyBell25, all lowercase 25, and you can get 25% off any of the posters for the next 3 days. It's just the prints, none of the accessories, but the prints are the jam anyways. Go check them out. You can look at Desenio.com or I put a link down in the description. They ship to the USA, Australia, Canada, and Europe. Everyone go check it out. Tell me what you think. I'm so inspired. After this weekend, I'm painting on Friday with my dad, so we'll do a little vlog of my dad and I painting, which will be so funny. And I should be able to get kind of the majority, like the big rooms in the house done. And then on Saturday, I have a roommate coming to stay with me for all of March. Her name's Katie. She was actually the intern at the Bucks for the last kind of like 6 months with us. She was super sweet and she got a full-time position with the Pirates, the Pittsburgh Pirates. But their spring training just happens to be here in Bradenton and she needed a place to stay for the month of spring training and I have an extra room. So I'm so excited because I'll have a roommate. Won't be permanent, but she'll be here for all of March and she's coming on Saturday just to take one last look and kind of see what she wants to bring with her, take out of storage and bring down to the house. I'm just excited to have a roommate again. For a little bit. And Katie's like the sweetest person on the planet. I don't know if you guys have met her. I feel like you have, maybe once or twice. I've like waved and been like, Katie's here, you know, something like that. So she's kind of used to the vlog at least, which is good. That's what I get worried about when people are like, well, do you want a roommate? And I'm like, well, do you want to be in a vlog all the time? Being a roommate with me has its perks and also its disadvantages. Lots of free seafood. You have to be in a vlog all the time. So that kind of sums that up. Again, I have to say it again, thank you to Desenio so much for sponsoring the vlog and for giving me all this inspiration in my life for new beginnings and new things to happen. So cool news, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Brian is leaving town for about a week. After tomorrow's the last day before he leaves for a little bit to go out to Arizona for baseball spring training. He's just helping some friends move out there before the beginning of the season for them. So I will be like doing beach days and working really hard while he's gone. But before he leaves tomorrow for Valentine's Day, we're going to see Bon Jovi tomorrow night. So with that, I'm gonna head to bed. I've got an early start, try and get a workout in early before I have a nice long day of work and then a little Bon Jovi action. Right, niece? Wanted, dead or alive. Color Mies unimpressed. You're just a laundry sleeper, Mies. This is what happens when you have a dog that's obsessed with the laundry. He just goes and sits in the laundry basket and won't even hang out with me. Oh, so now you wanna hang out. Okay, here we go. Ugh. Hey, Mies, wanna hear something? Mies? You give love a bad name. Still unimpressed. Whatever. We're going to bed. We'll see you guys tomorrow. There's a random clip at the end. Talk to you soon. Bye! It's kind of crazy how life sends you things. What? Do you hear my dog right now just barking from the laundry basket at me? Like, don't bark at me. You're in the laundry. Do you see this? That's the laundry basket that is gonna go in the wash. This is my last load of laundry that I need to do. And he's just sitting there barking at me. Like, what do you want from me right now? That's the washing machine. He's barking at the washing machine. Come sit with me. Don't just bark at me. Come sit with me if you want.